Hi everyone. In the previous video you learned that why do companies go public. In this video I'm going to tell you about what is a stock exchange and why do companies need to list themselves on the stock exchange. So let's understand why do companies want to list themselves on the stock exchange. So first of all, stock exchange is a medium where all of the buying and selling of the shares happen. And in order to make the company public, the company has to first register themselves in the stock exchange. Now, while registering, these stock exchanges take some registration amount from the companies, and this is where the major revenue for the stock exchanges comes from. So examples of stock exchanges in India can be NSE or BSE, and in the US we have American Stock Exchange as an example. Now let's talk about what function does a stock exchange play. So if you are buying a share, you place a request with a broker. The broker then transfers your request to the stock exchange saying that this person wants 5 quantities of this share, right? So the function of the stock exchange is to find a suitable seller who is looking to sell their 5 quantity of shares at this amount that you've asked for, right? So for example, let's say you want to buy 5 quantities of a share. The current market price or the market price that you have put the buy order at is 100 rupees, right? So you place your request. Now the broker transfers this request to the stock exchange. The stock exchange then finds a suitable seller who is looking to sell 5 quantities of the stock at rupees 100, so that the equation is deemed fit with your buy offer, right? When both of the parties, when the stock exchange finds a suitable party, then the transaction is said to be completed, and it invokes the broker that the transaction has been successfully completed and the shares that you bought are now transferred in your demat account. So this is how the process happens. And while the transaction is happening, if the transaction is a success, then the stock exchange takes up their fee. So this fees that the stock exchange charges is known as the transaction charges fees or regulatory authorities fees. Now some quick points that I'd like to tell you. If you are in the Indian market, then the stock market opens at 9:15 a.m. and closes at 3:30 p.m. Another point to note is that if you buy a stock and the stock is stored in your demat account, you can hold on to it forever. Now another common query that people often ask is that am I eligible for a dividend if I have already sold my stocks? So the answer to this is no, you're not eligible to get the dividend of that particular stock because you've already sold that stock. If the stock is still in your demat account, then you will be given the dividend. So yeah, that was all about stock exchanges. Let me tell you the full form of NSE and BSE. So NSE stands for National Stock Exchange and BSE stands for Bombay Stock Exchange. There's something called as index also. We'll discuss what is an index and what is market capitalization in the later videos.